This is my 2002 Suzuki SV650, and the price, well, you really can't beat. Now, a lot of you were surprised at the cheap price I got the Miata for. I'm sorry to say that this one was even cheaper than that. In fact, I got it for free. Now, let me tell you how. Now, this bike had been sitting in a parking garage for about 2 years. Now, I did what any normal person would do, and I figured out who owned it. I sent them a message and said, hey, do you know anyone who has a motorcycle that they're willing to get rid of? So long story short, we ended up with a motorcycle for free. I don't know if this motorcycle runs or not. Supposedly it does, but it has been sitting for a while. So I took the battery out and it's on the charger. And in this video, we're going to get this bike running and driving. While we wait for the battery to charge, I've got to replace this broken brake pedal. You can't really ride a bike without brakes, so we've got to get that done before we start the bike. I start by removing the 2 hex bolts that hold on this cover and the brake booster. Once that is removed, I have access to the bolts that hold on the whole assembly. After the assembly is taken off, I can remove all the different parts of the linkage. And once that's done, I can get to the bolt that holds on the foot peg, which took me way too long to remove. Now back in the garage, I can remove everything that is still attached to the old lever and move them onto the new lever, and continue by putting it back together the way it came apart. Now a series of unfortunate events has led to me not pressing the record button when I was putting this back on the bike. But you can use your imagination, and you get a cool after shot so you can see how it looks once it's complete. Now the first thing that you need to do with a motor that hasn't been running for a while is make sure that it has all the fluids in it. Now the cool thing about this motorcycle is there's a little window where you can see how much oil is in it. Now if you tip it flat, you can see the level of oil that's in there. It's a little bit on the low side. So before we start this motorcycle, we're going to put some oil in here. Now for regular street driving, this bike calls for 10W40. In fact, it even says it on the oil pan, on the oil cap. We got our O'Reilly's brand 10W40. I'm not proud of it, but it was the cheapest stuff at the store. And we're just gonna put it in here until we can see the level up to full. Right about there. All right, that's about it on oil. So now all we have to do is wait for this battery to charge, and we can try to start it up. All right, now this battery has been charging for a while now. I'm crossing my fingers that it's a good battery and I won't have to wait on getting another battery ordered, because that would be a little heartbreaking. So I'm just gonna drop this battery in. So now, I believe it is turn on the ignition. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Nope, turn signal is working. Clutch. So long story short, this battery is not working, but luckily I have a spare battery that I can throw in here from a different motorcycle. It doesn't necessarily fit, but it's good enough to get it started and running so I can test drive it. And in the meantime, I'm going to order a battery off of Amazon and get that installed later. So let's get this battery in the bike. Alright, so I got a new battery thrown in, different battery. I'm going to fill it up with some gas. It hasn't had a lot of gas in here. It's probably old gas, but there's not a lot in here, so I'm just going to mix it with some new gas, and hopefully that works out, and hopefully the bike will start. This gas can leaks, and that is very unfortunate, especially because we live in California and we can't go buy new gas cans that actually work properly. But I have a little cup I'm going to try to catch. Oh, I don't know how that's going to work. Whoa. Okay, you know what, we're just going to go for it. Oh boy, we're getting more. Okay, that cup's already filling up. Where is it leaking from? It's just pouring out. Oh my goodness, that was not a... The cup has a hole. good luck trying to beat this, Mr. Gas Can, because it's all right. That's all we need. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Not sure if there's a choke on here anywhere. Not really used to working on motorcycles. Well, street motorcycles at least. Alright, now I think it's time to take it for a quick little test ride. Let's go. Everything seems to be working pretty well. All right. That'll be it for this video. As always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate the support, and I love reading the comments, hearing some feedback that you guys have. This was a pretty short video, but then again, this was also a really short project. All I really had to do was change the battery and put some oil in. But last but not least, we will end this video off with a couple of nice beauty shots. This bike isn't the prettiest, but gotta give it to you guys anyways. Thank you.